This is Kendra Cavney here with Yannick on the men's basketball team. Yannick recently just went on a trip to Cameroon and China and participated in a tournament. So, Yannick, I heard you were on the men's national team for Cameroon. How was that?
It was good. It was a good experience. You know, it's always an honor to be called to play for the national team of your country, and which happened to me for the first time this year. And it was a pleasure for me to go home and play for the national team and be there in front of my families and friends and everybody.
That's cool. How were the practices like in Cameroon? Were they different than Santa Clara?
I'm gonna say they were different. They were different in the sense where basically the whole team was made of professional players, and we practiced 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours at night. So it was pretty long and really intense.
So since you're from Cameroon, did you get to see your family a lot or not really?
Yeah, I got to see my family a lot, you know, and I was fortunate and lucky enough that the hotel where the team was staying, it was right in the middle of my neighborhood where I grew up and where I was born and raised, basically. So it was easy for me, and my grandma's house was like 5 minute walk from the hotel, so it was easy for me to get in touch with my friends and family. Yeah.
That's nice. What's like the most exciting part of the trip in general?
The most exciting part of the trip in general, basically was to be able to be standing there wearing your national team uniform jersey and hear people sing the national anthem. It's like one of really a few things gets you that excited. Yeah. When you're standing there and you can hear your national anthem and there's 12 of you wearing the national team jersey, and it's one of those moments you usually say, "Mom, I made it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of your team, were there any famous like basketball players on your team?
Yeah, I mean the team was made of professional players mostly. We had NBA players like Luc Mbamute, who just got traded to the Sacramento Kings. We had guys from France who just won everything. We got guys from Argentina. We had guys like Kenny Kaji. So it was a pretty good group of guys. Yeah.
And if you could walk away from this experience, what did you learn most about this entire trip?
Mental toughness. Mental toughness was the biggest thing I learned from this whole experience, because our practice was really hard. They were really intense, really long, and really hard. And at some point, it was more how well you were prepared mentally to go over that every day, and it was just mental toughness. Yeah.
So Yannick, in China, are the international rules playing basketball different than collegiate rules?
Oh yeah, they were definitely different, because it took me a little while to notice that, because in college it's like we get in team foul, 7 fouled, and over there was like five foul, and they start shooting free throw all the time. And also playing in China, it was hard because there's a big language difference with the referees. So if he calls something and you don't understand, you can't really expect him to tell you anything, because most of them, like one person out of 40 pretty much speaks English, so it was really difficult. But at the end of the day, as a player, whether you know the rules or not, you just learn throughout the process. Whether if they call something on you and you don't know what it is, you learn from that and you don't do it again, or you know what to use to do. So yeah, it was pretty.
Is the fan base there kind of similar, like with like cheering, or is it more like settle and quiet?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, they're different. Here the fans, they go on the whole game, like they show up, ready to go and stuff. The fan base over there, they sit around, they wait, they clap their hands when something good happen. If somebody, they're more like, they're not really like, yeah, the game is intense and it's good. It's more like, oh, somebody did something funny, yeah. So it was
more relaxed.
Yeah, more relaxed and stuff. And sometimes you don't know, like they were always like getting excited out of nothing. So it's like, yeah, it's different. It's different.
So I hear you have a niece. Tell me how it was seeing her, since you probably don't get to see her as much. And what's her name? How old is she?
Oh yeah, about her. Her name is Kendra. And yeah, I got a chance, to see her again this summer. She's pretty tall now. Apparently, we're pretty tall in our family. So she looks more like she's 5 now, but she's 3. And I had a chance, to spend a couple of days with her, especially after the trip from China. And it was really exciting. It was what made, my last week in Cameroon way more exciting because having to deal with her every day, and because she knows when I'm around, she gets special privilege. And so, but it was really exciting. She always she gets me all the time, basically. Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah.
Do you think she's gonna play basketball and follow your footsteps?
I don't know. We'll see. She's 3. I don't know. A lot can happen. Usually. In Africa, it's like parents or families, they let kids do whatever they want to do, and then you choose your footstep, and then they just, yeah, so.
Yeah, well, hopefully she does.